is a hard thing to come by these days. You build me up to let me down. Hey, yo, G. Got me spinning around.
Welcome. This is LinkedIn Brooklyn. Welcome back, you know what I'm saying? You already know you got your boy Nifty, aka Rob, aka Tito, aka if you know, because you already know, you know what I'm saying? I'm here with my brother's co-host.
Yeah, first of all, how come Rob came after
First
Nifty?
of all, I don't even think he should introduce
Yeah,
him
Rob,
ever again.
aka
Like,
Nifty.
this
Word,
should be
I
the
think-
last time introducing him.
Yeah, I think so too.
Maybe you
bro.
should go last because you got too many names. You need to
If I
focus
go
on
last,
one.
I mean, you saving the best for last.
All right, anyway, yo, it's E Money, whatever.
Nobody's
E
called
Money.
you E Money,
E
bro.
Money, yo, E Money.
All right,
E Money, I got you.
know
E
me,
Money,
right?
E Money.
And this is my brother right here. This is the real one. You feel me? Like,
Fact,
you
yeah,
feel me?
Lance,
Like,
man. Lance, so you gonna keep it simple. Everybody know me as Lance, and we're gonna keep it right there. The family name is not gonna be said on here, and that's you know.
And JR as if you know. If
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you know. But
Yeah, if you know, you know.
How you gonna use my shit?
If you know, you know. You know.
Ridiculous.
What's
Yo,
going on?
man, get
how was everybody's week, man?
Everybody was cool. How was that trip though? That's what we want to know about. You know what I'm saying? My boy took a nice little
I
trip.
took a little slight little vacation or whatever, but I went to like get my mind right, and that's actually what I did. I came back and I'm in a much better
Boy,
place than when I
ain't even
left.
tell
So,
you. This guy calls me on a trip, right?
well, this is
After-
when y'all was doing.
yeah,
because I didn't
after-
know that he was
right.
helping you. So when
Oh,
did he
after-
text you?
right?
Did he text you and tell you what I told you?
Nah.
So that's even
So,
wrong
right,
because I texted
he
something
caught
nice.
me off guard, right? All of a sudden, I'm like, all right, what he talking about? I look, text message, yo, bro, when you got time, you know what I'm saying? Let me chop it up with you. If you free, I'm like, free? I'm like, you good, bro? Everything straight? Yeah. He like, yeah, I just wanted you to look at this information. I'm like, bro, you trying to Forex me, my boy? This
So when I called them,
nigga trying to
when I
Forex
called
people
them-
out here now.
when I called them, they was actually doing something different than what they normally did. So that's why I actually called you to see if you was, because they were doing something that's completely different than how they normally do it. So it was actually live in front of the screen where I was actually in front of me.
lit.
So I don't do it. Like you see, because I don't do it. But the fact that, and it wasn't like somebody regular that was doing it. These is like the big up people that was doing it. So it was, we all was sitting there watching it like it was our first time.
I ain't gonna
So
lie
that's
to you.
why, and I called Dad, and that's why I said it was different. Like I'm like, I've never seen, because sometimes you think like somebody don't have time to do that once they, but the fact that they did it, it was like I said, you see people, they speak in a different way. Like they don't talk like how I'm probably talking to y'all or whatever like that. Like my words, like it sound like I'm learning stuff or it's not like, but it was nice. Like I said, I actually enjoyed myself. I seen stuff that, I normally wouldn't see. So
Nah, that's lit. I
definitely
mean,
came back on a different like.
well, one, what was the name of it?
That was the informational, like. Oh, the event though
Yeah,
was
yeah.
IM3. It's,
Okay.
on my page. So,
All right.
it
Nah, it's cool. I was definitely glad that
but
he
it was live.
into
That's
it.
why I hit him
Yeah.
like I was like, nah, I ain't want.
But
it was just so quick.
I
Like,
just wanted to let you know that because I promise you, I was about to throw all of our relationship out the window. Because I promise you, I thought he was really trying to get me to join Forex.
why wouldn't you join Forex though?
I don't know. I don't got nothing against Forex, but I'm just saying, like, I don't got no time right now. I got a lot of things going on my mind, on my plate, trying to build things, you know what I'm saying? And Forex is not in alignment right now with what I'm trying to do. I don't have nothing against Forex. I would like to get into Forex, but I thought he was trying to Forex me, bro. You know how persistent.
Why wouldn't you join Forex?
You
Like,
know
you
how
have to-
persistent they
you
are?
have to-
Yeah, nah,
Yo,
consistent, bro.
what you doing?
That's
You know what I'm saying?
exactly
Come
that's
on, my
exactly
boy.
why. Like
Come
you
on,
gotta
son. You gotta
you
relax.
gotta
Relax,
under
bro.
a lot of stuff too.
Hey, OD,
like
I was about to throw
a
our
lot
whole
of stuff.
relationship, like my brother or not. I was about to dead hang up on him and not talk to him for a while.
A lot of stuff.
That's all I
a
was
lot of
saying it
stuff-
for. I
A
don't
lot
got
of
nothing
stuff.
wrong
A
with
lot
it.
of stuff in life, and that's why I said where I went to. A lot of stuff in life is what you find out that there's a lot of like stigmas and stuff, or people that presented stuff wrong. So that's actually what I found out. That's why I said my mind changed towards.
I mean, it's
I didn't.
always
I
about
didn't
that.
know that. I didn't even know that people were into stuff like that. That I knew personally that had bad experiences.
Right.
That's where majority of the talk comes from. Like that's but the persistence and stuff like that. That mean they didn't have a good experience where they was at,
Right.
and they didn't go through the program the right way.
Okay.
And that's why, like I said, like everything was like, I know a little bit. Like I, know
I don't
a little
have
bit. But
nothing
when
against
when
it,
I
I'm
went
just
through
saying.
it, when I went through like what I was going through, I'm like, oh, this ain't even how the person I was just talking to, like yo, you see it and you do it for yourself. You see, like, it's not really what people was talking about. So I was like, that's why I was like, this was a live situation right in front of your eyes. I was like, oh, like, all right, it's up to you how you receive the information. A lot of stuff is how you receive it, and rather than hearing it from somebody that had a bad experience. So that's why a lot of stuff, like, I'm getting hit ups from people trying to invest in like mad different stuff right now. So I'm like,
Nah, that's
it's
lit.
really just how you interpret it, because I'm finding out too, like even how we talk, we could be talking about the same thing, but somebody may not get it when you say it. They might not get it when Lance said it.
Right,
they
right,
might get it
right.
when I say it.
Right.
And that's something like I'm literally just learning. I'm like, yo, this stuff I'm hearing about that Pop's been talking to us our whole life. And we was like, man, we don't know what he's saying right now. And they saying the same thing right in front of you. You like, I get it now. How you get it now, you ain't get it before. It's just the way you receive it from different people. So it's like life lessons. That's why I said I came back like with
that's
different
hard.
mental, like, it's stuff that you really like. It's stuff that people tell you that dad probably told you already. You just like,
Nah, I do
dad be chatting,
self-reflect.
but like it happens to you. It could be like your big bro, a mentor, somebody in school, and you be like, then you sit there. That's why like, I called him 3 times. I'm talking about I had a relationship, conversation about God and everything. Like I'm like, Dad, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Like,
I'm weak.
I just feel bad. Like, I'm like, yo, he's been saying the same stuff. Like, I'm like, I'm sorry.
So it's safe to say you had a
Life changing.
life-changing experience in Miami.
I was a little woke there. Yeah.
A little.
A little woke.
He went to Miami.
Enlightened. He came back enlightened.
Right, he went to
my
Miami. He
boy.
came back a
for
different person.
Definitely.
My boy got the
boy.
beam of light right here.
You know, expect more positivity, a little posters getting up there, so I'm Gucci, like, trying to stay consistent. So.
Nah, that's what's up.
That's crazy. That's
All
good
right, now to you, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
New
you finally
new
got up
spot,
out here.
new spot.
Got up out
You know what I
here.
mean? So-
You know what I'm saying? How the new crib, yo?
Happy
Everything
for
is
you,
good,
happy
man.
for you.
We unpacking now, man. It's been a crazy week. Like you was there, you see.
I'm about to say, let me ask you one question. Serious question. Who do I bill like the moving fee? Somebody got to cook. Some like you know what I mean, we gotta go out get some drinks.
Well, I mean, when we get
something,
when we
something.
get
We gotta do
settled,
something.
Compensation.
when we
Something.
get settled,
I
I
gotta
got
feel a
you.
little better. My back hurt, bro.
Yo,
Pause.
yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was up from
Bro, that-
3 to about 4:30 in the morning, bro.
Yo, boy.
Yo,
that
it was
arm
bad.
wall,
Yo, it
I
was
thought
bad.
you told me you was going to throw everything out, start fresh,
Yeah, right.
money right. I'm going to just buy everything brand new.
Who said
I'm just
that?
bringing me, my baby, and my girl.
I'm crying.
Yeah, yo, I wish I could have did that,
I
bro.
thought that's what you told
I'm
me.
not gonna lie to you.
I might have
That's what
misinterpreted.
buddy do.
I might have
Yo,
misinterpreted.
a piece of advice-
I might have misinterpreted.
A piece of advice for people that are thinking about moving: if you're not ready, that day you want to move, you're gonna be in for a long day.
Boy.
You're gonna be in for a long day. Hire movers, or just get new stuff.
Oh,
Pack
it
your
was really
bags and
just
that's
y'all
it.
two. You didn't have no movers. It was y'all two.
It was me, him, my sister.
Boy.
It was me and my sister. Everybody else is there, but it was so much going on.
Yeah, it's my,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
how
the
you move.
baby wasn't allowing. Yeah, the baby
Hire-
wasn't allowing us to
hire
really
movers
move.
next time.
Yeah, it's
man.
over.
Make it
It's
simple.
over.
Then I had
Make
my
it-
little man with me. He all over the crib.
Yeah, he was wilding, bro.
Boy,
It was good though. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad that we're in the spot now, so we can focus on getting that settled and straight.
good.
And
That's
I
That's
don't
all
have-
it's about.
Yeah, I don't have the back
Happy
and
for
forth.
you, man. I'm really happy
Yeah,
for
man.
you.
Thank you.
Man, it's
But-
growing up, man.
Yeah, yo, I ain't gonna front. This brings up
About time.
a topic that I've been wanting to talk about.
Well, speak about it, Dean.
Because I heard about this from a good friend of mine, and they asked me. They said, "Do you have to live with somebody to truly know who they really are?" And I ain't going front. That took me back for a minute because you do get to see who somebody really is once they get comfortable and you see them every single day. Mm-hmm. Like there's no longer the, I miss you point where you don't get to see them for a few days.
Do you really say that anymore?
What?
When you move in with somebody?
What you mean?
How often do you say I miss you?
Yo, I ain't gonna front.
Wait, hold on. Let the experience answer over there.
Oh, you talking about me? Why I gotta be experienced, bro?
You experience.
I'm new to this game.
How
bro.
often have you said I miss you?
I feel like it do be sometimes where like.
All right, so we talking under 4.
Which definitely under 4. But me, that's just me though. But me personally, like. Throughout this whole pandemic, right? You was with your significant other. If you live with them,
I heard that was breaking
a
up
lot.
a lot of relationships.
Yo,
put a lot of people
But
through
I
the
feel like
ringer,
when
bro.
you married, you can't leave. You might as well just put on gloves and just.
It's a fact.
If I
You gotta give her a nice little
you
two-piece
married, bro.
combo.
How you gonna get married, COVID happy, you leave? Ah, get the what they used to call them, rock 'em, sock 'em, get it shaking in there.
Facts.
Like,
Boop, bop, bing. But
Nah,
like
that's
so with that, right? You just had like everything there in your face 24/7. So now it's like you need some type of personal space, especially if you're like the only child or if you just like used to being in your own quarters, you feel me? Like certain people are certain ways. So I feel like it's a balance. But with that being said, it's times where my lady be saying, I miss you. I'm like, bro, how?
just seeing you.
Like, right, how?
Just
But you got to think from a standpoint of I guess, a female or
I thought you
like a
was gonna say
lover.
coming from COVID, where y'all was trapped, to now back outside.
I mean, yeah, that too. But I feel like females are like definitely more loving sometimes. You feel me? And
yeah,
it's the possibility
Depends on
that
the
something
relationship.
may happen because this world is crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I understand it from a certain point aspect like that. You feel me? And just saying you love somebody without having to have like a certain situation or scenario come up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many times do you say I love you, my nigga? You feel me? Like we don't say stuff like that, but we know we love each other. You feel me? We show acts of love.
Yeah.
It's different. Different people display love in different ways. So I mean, my bad, not to cut you off, but if your way is telling me you love me or you showing me that you love me by saying you miss me 1,000 times a day, so be it. You know what I'm saying? And you got
I
to
get
start
that.
opening your mind up to think about situations like that because, again, we live in a crazy world. We could walk outside one day, get poked up, get shot. You know what I'm saying? Something happen, we get locked.
Don't want to think about that.
God
like
forbid,
that.
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't going for it. For me, it's new because I'm so used to having my own little area, my
Facts.
own little space, right? So now you add 2 to the mix. Now because you have the baby and shorty. That right there is like that's a change that I wasn't like too ready for, but I enjoyed it because I like to come back home to see my family at home. But I could truly say that.
Sounding all sweet. Like I gotta make that phone call. I gotta get home.
Nah, I go front
I be like that, bro.
Like I ain't gonna lie to you.
gonna lie to you.
I could see where they do say that you can really get to know somebody really for who they really are when you move in with them.
Okay.
And there's some things that
You see everything.
Yeah.
You see the good,
Yeah, you see the bad, yeah.
and the ugly.
yeah, but I think me and my girlfriend was like we're so open with each other that there was really nothing, I guess.
Shocked you?
Yeah, that shocked. Right, nothing really shocked me. I think there was some things that were a little more pronounced or like enhanced. But even with myself, like I think that I had some things that I need to work on as a man that I could have better prepared myself for, you know. But I think all in all, that statement is very true. Cause after I analyzed my own life, it was crazy. Cause I'm like, you really just never know. Like you never know. You don't know what you don't know.
Okay.
What's your thoughts?
I ain't there yet. So we ain't even gonna spend time on that. You feel me? Like,
Yo, boy, crazy thing is, he knew he was gonna say that once I said something. Then he
I didn't
waited
know.
for
I didn't
you
know
to
Lance
say
was gonna have
something.
that long answer.
And then you gonna say that.
You feel me?
Nah, give us some. Give us some. What's your thoughts? What is your thoughts for your future?
I do believe in. I heard everything that you gentlemen were saying. It sounded, you know, very realistic. Nah, I'm just not there yet, bro. Like I don't. I still have some growing to do in a sense. I already told y'all like little stuff be bothering me, but I never considered the fact that, you know, stuff I do could bother somebody else. And I think, you know, again, why should I care about
Honestly,
myself?
I
But
feel
then,
like my bad. Yeah.
and, you know, I'm not there yet, like, because even spending as much time as, you know, y'all would spend, I guess, I ain't spent more than like 3 days to a week or whatever before I could just, you know, I get frustrated. I don't know. And I don't know how to be too nice. I'm still working on that. I didn't know. I thought I was a really nice person, but.
All right, so hold on. Let me see if I can tackle some of this, right? So Lance, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Well, I feel like the first, I want to say 6 to 8 months or 6 to 12 months, right? You can say a year, right? I feel like that's the time where you guys step on each other's toes. And when I say step on each other's toes, you'll find out like the pet peeves and what irks your partner, you feel me? Regardless of how long you've been in a relationship. Like you could be in a 5-year relationship and then you move in, you still gonna step on her toes.
I think because right now I'm still in that first year. So like I'm like on like maybe month 7 or 8, and you do get to learn like
7, 8 months.
Yeah, you do get to learn.
Fly,
You
bro.
went too long,
Especially
bro.
in COVID.
You do get to learn that like
Been in too long.
it's a learning experience because you get to learn stuff about yourself, like I said, and you learn stuff about them, and y'all start to kind of coexist to see,
Right.
or y'all start to learn how you can coexist,
Right.
and it's up to you,
Right.
if you, or not you, but it's up to both of y'all if y'all want to work it out and compromise to have a healthy living space.
You need to pack an emergency bag just in case.
But and it was more amped up for me because we were in the middle of like a move, so really the things that were happening at the old spot, it was different because we're still trying to get up to leave, like we're still trying to pack things up and stuff like that. Like it's just a whole lot of moving parts to it. So now when we settle in over here, we kind of got a sense of how it was gonna be, but now this is a more permanent situation. Like,
Right.
So even I say, Rob, you opened my eyes with that, because saying that you should step on, you know, you're basically saying just let it all out in a sense. That's why I say you open my eyes at, because I feel like being new to like situations, I do recall myself like tippy-toeing around a situation where I didn't allow myself to open up or, you know, to allow anything to develop. So what you said, you know, you gave me something to work on, because I didn't know you're supposed to do that actually in the first couple months. But
again,
you know,
there's no right or
it makes
wrong.
It makes a lot of sense to see it now rather than it's a surprise later, which you ain't really have to deal with. So that, you know, that was,
it's not really no right or wrong answer, bro. Like, and that goes with everything, bro. Like, you gonna get, the best way I could put it, you get 10 millionaires, right? All 10 took a different path to get to that million or billionaire. You get what I'm saying? So who's to say his way is right, or 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 her way is right, or her way is right? You know what I'm saying? It's nobody to say that but them. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that
what works for you doesn't really work.
exactly. Like if I'm business mindset and I'm only thinking about the medical field, I'm gonna say, yo, go to school to be a doctor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of if you gifted in some other area, you know what I'm saying, and you can't make that what your main focus is because you're focusing on what I'm telling you to do because I have this. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beautiful thing about autonomy. You like that? You like how I wrap that around like a little boomerang?
Yo, somebody did say something along the lines of this, and they said you don't truly know somebody until you've seen them in, I think, all 4 seasons.
We discussed that.
We discussed that, right? Yeah. So like, this kind of ties into that a little bit, because when you live with somebody, I mean, ultimately, you get to see them at their best, at their worst. You know, when they're in that middle ground, trying to build themselves up, when they're coming down. Yeah, like it's so much. It's so much that you get to see when you live with somebody.
Hygiene.
Yeah, hygiene. You know, pet peeves. You know, like spending habits. It's crazy, man. It's really wild. It's wild. But we're gonna go to a commercial break right now. We're gonna come back to you in a few. So. All right, welcome back. I want to get into a little topic, you know, since we're starting to see fans come back into the arenas at games, at NBA games specifically, and fans are getting very bold in their approach and how they you know want to get attention or gain attention at these games. So do you think that the NBA should follow?
What you mean fans getting bold?
Here's the question. So do you think that the NBA should follow the NHL and put a shield around the court? Because fans are like throwing popcorn at players, throwing bottles at players, spitting on players. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see it. Like I had to zoom in 3 times to.
It's crazy.
Somebody tried to like spit
Somebody
on
spit on Trae Young. Yeah.
But mind you, they was sitting behind.
They
was sitting behind
50
50
Cent.
Cent.
Word.
I'm surprised he didn't get up. Like,
Imagine Trae
cause his
Young
girl jumped. You seen his girl jump? Like,
Imagine Trae Young trying to turn around and punch on 50 Cent.
50 wouldn't have did that though. You know what I mean? Like he know like the disrespect. Like,
Facts.
That's crazy.
But do y'all think though? Like, do y'all think that the NBA should go that route because then that would protect the players?
I mean,
But
to
then
a certain extent, it ain't gonna protect you from getting a beer thrown at you.
I mean, I'm thinking about like
when son threw the beer at.
I'm thinking about the type of shield. I'm thinking about the type of shield that comes up and it's like.
Was that
it's
Jason
high.
Tatum and them?
I ain't see that yet.
Yeah, he was going in the tunnel. No,
That's
I'm
Kyrie
tripping.
with the
You
water
threw-
It
you
was
threw the water bottle, yeah,
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
I'm tripping. I said Jason.
But that's what I'm saying. Like we've seen
I
like
don't
4
think
things in a
so.
span of like a week or 2.
I don't think so. I think the NBA should continue doing what they're doing as far as their job of banning people and revoking their season passes and stuff. I feel like that that takes away from the, because you got to think like it's a lot of celebrities, and then not just say celebrities. Let's say you get the chance to actually, you know, one day purchase a ticket, or you know you feel like just splurging or whatever, and you want to sit courtside. And let's just say it's your first time sitting courtside, and you're gonna be sitting
And you
behind
gotta
that
sit behind
too.
the
So
glass,
it's
yeah.
like. I don't think so. I think they're doing a good job with it, and people are gonna eventually start to respect it. Like I don't want.
Yo, but they not though. They not respecting nothing.
It's different people, but everybody didn't pay for season pass. Imagine like you paid for the playoff season, and now because you know you done took your ticket. Now like you feel me, your family probably not going. You don't know what you just did just now, just making one simple mistake. So I think they doing a good job with it.
Listen,
People gonna catch on.
I know one thing. Ain't none of that going down on in Barclays.
Did you see
'Cause my boy will make one phone call, you heard?
the picture they
Yeah, it's
posted?
inside. Yeah, true.
The picture they posted of they said they
Yo.
doing this now, but they wouldn't done it on Ron Artest and Jermaine O'Neal.
At
Yeah,
all. At all.
nah, they
That-
did
Well,
that.
we
Weak,
can throw
like-
a couple more names in there.
That dude,
Word.
that means weak, like-
Latrell Sprewell, get punch you right in your jizz.
Yeah,
Oh,
Charles Oakley
right,
ran up.
right.
He ran up.
Yo, boy.
Yo, there's a couple of NBA players they won't try that with, but they are bold, bro. Like you don't do certain things like that, man. Like let's say that bottle was to hit Kyrie in his eye, something like that. Then what? He out for
Right.
you
Nah,
taking away
it's
from the
bad.
game,
It's
bro.
Back to
bad-
Mass
it's
Kyrie.
bad things you
Damn,
could put up.
Might be scared now. Back to Mass Kyrie.
That joint
Players
crazy,
might
bro.
be kind of quick then. I don't know.
That joint is crazy. Like you see it all around though. Like it's not only in the NBA. Like
Oh yeah,
But-
so basically, if y'all ain't seen it, probably haven't, but I had watched DC Young Fly, so he was going a little viral. He had a show out in Oakland, and as he explained, he was like in the middle of a joke, and he welcomes crowd participation, like basically saying he from the hood, so nothing basically like puts fear in him or intimidates him. He actually accepts it, and to better his craft, like you come on, whatever you're doing, whatever. So supposedly somebody walked on stage and he tried to he was cool with it. He was even trying to greet them. He said homie slapped down his hand, and then I think he was like, oh, this dude tripping or whatever. And I think he's assuming that homie about to make a joke or whatever, and homie actually like turned up on him, and before he could do anything else, like DC knocked him out or whatever. So DC read the situation and he did it. But what was crazy about it is he actually told everybody, sit down, we're going to finish the show. So
that's fire.
they got him off of
That's
stage,
fire.
the
You
situation was
talking about
handled.
stupid ass.
So which made it that's why I was
Yo,
like,
my boy really put somebody.
do y'all think
Yo.
as far as that, that's just entertainment. That wasn't even a game. So imagine
Nah, that's
you know what I
wild,
mean?
bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
and the
that's
fact that
wild.
he had to handle, not just, and it's all seriousness, to handle it himself. He shouldn't have had to do that, but same thing. Like security didn't know about homie running on the court, hitting the backboard. Like
I ain't
so it's
gonna lie. Security needs to do a better
I
job.
think it
with-
needs to be
Yeah, security needs to do a better job of getting.
They are regular
'Cause that-
people like us, bro. They
But
gotta
no,
try
but
to go
you
home,
put
do
more
their
people
job,
on
and go
because
ahead.
that guy that ran on the court was
I don't
he was
think.
a wild. He was
I
a,
don't think more people is the answer. I would think a training. If this is gonna be a job, you know what I'm saying? You can't just come off the street and go try to say you gonna protect or secure an area. How can you secure an area if you don't care about it that much? You know what I'm saying? And not saying that they don't
They don't
care,
care about it, yeah,
but
yeah.
for the simple fact they don't have a certain amount of training, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would say train them into how you want things done, and if they don't follow it, of course you always have outliers, but if you follow it to a T, you can minimize certain things from happening. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Because I mean, if you want to get technical, the protocol is probably in every stadium around the third quarter ending. They call last call. You get what I'm saying? And then after that, fourth quarter, you don't hear nothing else about liquor. They don't want no drunk driving going on. You get what I'm saying?
They give you time
or
to
whatever
calm
the
down
case.
before
You
you do,
feel me? Yeah. So I mean, if you got a protocol for that, why you can't have a protocol for your security team? Simple.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna front. I just think that for comedy shows specifically, not even only for comedy shows, but for in concerts and stuff like that. This should never be people that could get through the cracks and
Yes, but no, because again, you heard he welcomes that. So if you welcome it, it comes with a certain territory.
I ain't gonna front. There's one thing to welcome crowd participation, but then there's another thing when you could allow a nigga to get to, or a person to get to, a person that such as DC. This should be that nobody should ever be able to get to touch him. You should be able to get that close to him. You know what I'm saying? If he goes out in the audience, okay, that's him. That's that. But to get on stage, if I don't leave the stage, there should be nobody that should be able to come into this area unless I invite them up. That's how I feel.
100%.
No, that's
That's
facts. I mean,
exactly.
like I said, protocol. You just gotta follow protocol. Well, they gotta follow protocol.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. But I think we have another topic that's probably something that we've been going through for about a good year and a half now, and
2 years now.
it's just like rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. So you had put in the chat that employees jobs are firing employees for not wanting to take the vaccine.
I think they trying to. I honestly feel like, not to say it's old talk. I feel like they trying to figure out a way to go about things. Just because the vaccine, how it came out, it was so quickly spread around, basically for, I guess, anybody to get it. So I guess the workforce, the world is just trying to interpret how to incorporate it into life, in a sense, as far as there's people vaccinated, there's people that don't want the vaccine, and are we gonna mandate it or are we not? Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like they really just trying to figure it out. And as I was saying to y'all, just hearing different sides of it, like some people, like I'm personally not vaccinated.
Oh, this
This-
nigga got COVID.
this
Oh,
is-
man.
Alright, so
This nigga wild.
the thing is too, like even hearing about the vaccine, you can have COVID and it just not pass it. So it's like, what was the point of the vaccine
Bro,
anyway?
honestly,
and in a sense like that too. And then for me, like I instantly, would joke in my head, if everybody vaccinated, why I need to get vaccinated?
Right.
Like, so it's like, at the end of the day, we don't know how to read it. I kind of just want to let things develop and play out to see how we go about it. I mean, I'm hearing the restrictions as far as like work. They may force it on people, even like with the flying restrictions and all the other stuff. So
I don't think it should be a forced thing. Like employers shouldn't be allowed to force employees to get a vaccine, because you don't know what kind of effect it's gonna have on that person's body.
That's
at the end
one.
of the day.
That's one.
You know what I'm saying? Like let's say I was to take it, and my job was really forcing me to take the vaccine, and I have a bad reaction to it, and hypothetically I pass away because I can't handle the virus. What are they gonna do at this point for my family in order to,
that was pretty good.
you know what I'm saying? Like, what are they gonna do? Like,
true.
you can't replace me. No money. I'm not gonna say. I'm not being. I'm not trying to say it like that, but like, you can't replace a life.
Right.
Like, no amount of money is gonna
That's true.
be able to replace a loved one at the end of the day. And some of these companies aren't even prepared to really dish out millions and millions and millions of dollars over somebody's life, because that would they would fall under probably. So if it happened, let's say is a company with 10 employees and 5 employees pass away from being forced to take this vaccine, what's going to happen to the company? But then they're wrong for that. I feel like that's
I mean,
that's wrong.
they're gonna accommodate certain people, like as far as religion and other stuff. But like I said, I feel like it's all in the progress of, they figuring things out. So
Well, my thing is, how can you mandate something that's not 100% proof? The shot don't stop you from getting COVID. It just minimizes you from deadly,
Passing
you know what I
it
mean,
around.
and passing it on. So you can just carry it, but you can't give it to nobody. Why would you mandate that?
I don't know.
Why would you mandating a 75% thing? That's what you doing.
And then you got to get it every 6
And
months,
if you
right?
interpret
Like,
that the
what?
right way, well, that's ridiculous.
You got to get it every 6
And then
months.
I didn't even know that.
If you interpret that, you can't pass out. So I'm supposed to be trapped with the sickness inside of me. Now it's stuck in me because I got.
Man, so how you
But
trying to mandate
we
something?
didn't get
you
back,
can't?
so we don't want to give full sign. You got to wait for the, even with that.
I
That's
feel
basically
like-
actually what Rob is saying.
I feel
we
like-
don't even know the full long term effects of it, so
I
we
feel
don't
like-
know, so we can't. We just don't know at the end of the day.
I
We
feel
taking it day
like
by day.
at the end of the day, everybody supposedly had COVID at some point in time. The vaccine maybe. I think the vaccine may be good for older folks, but for us younger folks that have like good immune systems and stuff like that, we have the antibodies. So why, we're already. I don't know. This is just my opinion.
Again, like,
It's just my opinion, bro. Like.
Even that too, to say that we all had COVID. So why would we get a vaccine if they say you get it one time, you're not going to catch it again?
I've known people that caught it twice. I ain't gonna lie to
So
you.
now you know people that caught it twice and they say you couldn't catch it again. Like,
Yeah.
it's too much back and forth. I feel like a vaccine was developed way too quick through all the other viruses that we've experienced in this world. So
Supposedly it been in the works since Obama been in office.
COVID was out the whole time.
It did say something.
They
about
did say
AC,
something
about- I'm talking
something
about.
like
They
that.
said so. They said something about there was something coming, but they didn't know. They didn't know how bad it was gonna be. I think.
I mean,
something like that.
all right. So
So-
with this topic, right? Thinking about something else you brought up, Eric. What was it? The first case of
First human case.
the first human case of bird flu in China, correct?
Bird flu.
Yeah.
What's the facts on that?
I just heard about it. That's all. I just like literally.
I'm weak.
I'm just shocked that I was just confused about the names. I was H1O.
bird flu has been
N3,
around
something
for
like
a
that.
minute. You know what I mean?
Been around for a minute.
It's
been around, yeah. I've heard about
I ain't gonna
it,
lie
yeah.
to you. It was out when we was like in grade school, low key.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
middle school
first
type,
one.
yeah.
The first one.
Bird flu.
Yeah.
it's
human case of bird
All right, so what was the name you said? Because you said some H.
That's H10N3 for this case. For
That's
the new,
this
for
one.
The new case. Yeah.
The first one was like HN1 something.
I think it was H1N1.
Yeah,
H1N1.
H1N1. That's what it was. But you know what I'm saying?
Influenza. So it's like this is the first human case that they found in China, and they said that basically it's controlled. He should be getting discharged soon from the hospital, but basically they're saying like it's no worry. So I mean, how y'all view it? I'm being 100%. I don't know yet. Not to say that nothing against like just that part of the world, but it's like we got to be smarter than how we handled the last situation. So,
Yo,
you know me? But
I ain't gonna lie to
it's
you,
like,
bro.
How y'all view that? But
If it's as bad as
because they're saying it's not deadly, but like again, it's the same thing. We don't know nothing yet, and then what we find out now, y'all know a lot before the first time the giant disclosed to us then. So it's like I don't know, like just the trust in that.
Right,
That's how I
right.
feel about it. Like, should I even trust what you're saying to me?
I
Like,
mean, that's a fact. That is a valid point.
if it's as bad as the coronavirus.
we don't know yet.
But I'm just saying, if it is, and they find out that it is, and we start to get into this whole quarantine or whatever it is, yo, they just need to shut the world down for 2 weeks, bro. Shut the world down for 2 weeks, or however long we need to shut
we
down
need,
for.
We need longer. We need quarantine radio back, so we need a little bit longer.
I do not mind quarantine radio coming
need
back.
that
You know what I'm
back,
saying?
you
My
know?
boy Tory tore it up.
Yeah, of
He
course.
ran it up. He ran up a couple of.
That was classic. Him
He
and
put a lot of
Boosie-
people on, son.
Him and Boosie was.
Boosie was wild.
Him and Boosie was. They had
Put
it.
your pussy lips on live again.
Boosie was wild. That was a good time, man. I can't really complain. I
Then
mean,
Versus
we
came
was
out.
trapped inside.
Versus was fire.
Versus
Shout out
fire,
to
yeah.
Timbaland and Swizzy.
Yeah.
We had fun
Swizzy.
being locked inside.
Yo, y'all seen they battle too?
I ain't see
didn't
it.
catch the
I ain't
whole
gonna
thing.
lie.
Catch it.
That's good.
That whole thing was pretty much most of the industry, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them niggas got a catalog,
I
bro.
was curious how many they worked on together. Do you know?
Don't know.
Because they did the same job, so that's why I was curious. You know, if they did anything
They
together.
did the same job, but you could tell like the difference. Like,
Oh, okay.
bro, he was pulling up with Eve, Swizzy, right? Then you got Timbaland pulling up with Missy. Then you got who Swizzy? Swizzy coming up with
DMX.
DMX. You know what I'm saying? Rough Rider. That's definitely Rough Rider, but. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the difference. Like Timbaland had Justin Timberlake. You feel me? Like, bro, it was heat.
JT.
It was heat.
JT the man.
JT, boy. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I gotta catch that. I want to look that up because I ain't gonna lie to you.
I missed it.
I ain't gonna
It
lie to
was
you.
fire. I ain't gonna lie
I ain't
to
gonna lie
you.
to you. Swizz Beats and Timbaland, that's like a
Showtime.
Bro, what?
yeah, that's like top 5 producers
Big fact.
out there.
Top. Yeah. I mean,
Yo, no, son, there's not a
but
lot of producers
I'm
out
trying
there.
to think like who else come to mind now with the producers.
Oh, come on, son. That's
You talking about known or unknown?
Just offer them two. What comes to your mind? What's the next person that come to your mind for those two?
Shit, you could talk Dream, Kanye,
yeah.
I don't.
Scott
Only
Storch.
reason I don't throw
Scott
them two.
Storch is
on.
oh,
Only
man.
reason why I don't throw them
always-
two is because they more artists, so I didn't throw them.
They
two.
more
Yo,
artists,
but
they have
Kanye
they-
got-
no, they have
No, I'm just
hands
saying. I'm
in
just saying.
music.
Just
Like
them
literally,
two didn't come to my mind because of the artistry. That's all.
what you mean? They artists and they writing for people.
I would put them above though, just because
Above who?
above them two. Cause
Above who?
Above Tim and Swizz. Cause they on the track too.
See,
so.
I knew I wasn't wrong for wanting to hang up on this nigga.
Like,
This nigga's tripping, bro. How you gonna say
I'm
that?
just saying to me, I put
What
them in a
y'all
different
niggas
category.
want?
Like that's all I'm saying.
Can't touch. All y'all niggas need what they need,
you
right? Ain't here with me. Come on, son. That song will never get old, bro.
Nobody's talking bad about it though.
Come on. How you gonna put them over them?
I'm just putting them in a different section.
No,
that's all
you
I'm
wrong.
doing.
You wrong.
I can't put them in a
You-
different
yo,
section.
you remember what you just said? You said all the times people told you something right and you didn't understand. You're not understanding.
This is what you
Let
think.
Lance
This,
tell you.
this is what you think.
Maybe somebody else can
You
get
think-
through.
you think this is one of those times?
You tripping.
You think
This
this
is
is one of those
definitely one
times?
How you gonna say, bro? First of all, they came up with verses.
Right.
They came up with
did.
verses.
They definitely did.
Then they body of work is like they lives on from when they started.
bro.
And
They
when they
iconic,
started, bro,
They
it's
iconic,
still
like-
good as the shit they put out. Some of it is better than what they putting out now. Like if you want to be honest,
Majority should be better than what they're putting out now though.
wow.
You got
Body of work is
yo,
No, I'm just
like-
saying like all of the old school music that they got, like bro, 90s and 2000s, that's definitely the meat and potatoes of their career, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So all of that is still heightened to the point where 90s playlist, you feel me? You got most of their songs up there. So you got all of the industry again, like I was just saying, on their verses. So they basically pulling, they like a 2.0 version of Khaled, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Scott
Big
Storch.
facts.
You know, I feel
Scott Storch
Big
has
facts.
he has a
I
catalog.
talk about Khaled.
Khaled,
I don't like to talk about Khaled.
why?
You know how I feel about his beats.
What you mean? What's wrong with
You
him?
know how I feel about his beats.
Something wrong with him?
I'm buying the same beat and just, you know how I feel about that. So
Yo, Khaled is.
Khaled is good in his own
nah,
right.
I said-
he the best. But
said-
I ain't.
I said this.
No,
But
he
no, what
not-
is
he
it?
not
What, we
better
the
than
best?
neither
My fault.
one
My
of
fault.
them.
We the best.
Timbaland,
We the best.
Timbaland,
Khaled-
or
Khaled-
Swizzy, he not better than him.
Khaled is the Kurt Franklin of.
I'm crying.
Of the hip hop industry, bro. He get everybody on his joint. And y'all ain't gonna front. Tell me one.
Well, you know what? That's what actually separated him
Who?
because of remember when they was doing the mixtapes. Every DJ was doing the mixtapes.
Mm-hmm.
Khaled was the one that turned his into straight albums.
Yeah. He was
Not,
able
not
do
to say they
everybody.
couldn't, but they didn't do it. Like Swizz and Tim, they didn't do it. And like you said, with the catalog they had, they could have did that. I think when Swizz about to release DMX new project, that's an example of that. He could have been doing stuff like that too. You know what I mean? They did a lot of single tracks, but not full bodies of work. So.
I mean, yeah, but
And
I feel like that's
I think
all
that
a
would have
marketing
been. No, I
strategy,
think that
bro.
would have been nice to see though. At least in the past, at least if they was doing it the same time as Khaled, just to have him somebody compete with what he keep doing.
At the
Right?
same time, they
Yo,
probably doing that
Khaled-
shit longer than him.
Khaled,
No,
but
Khaled
Khaled
doing-
gets everybody on his stuff.
Khaled,
man.
like, cause he's number one basically.
Yeah, it'll be
He's
an
the
album with everybody.
Just straight artists,
You
and
ain't gonna say that about his last album.
his last album was fire,
it
bro.
wasn't that bad, bro. You
Nah,
gotta
that
just keep
was
hearing
fire,
it.
bro.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta keep hearing it. I feel that way now.
Yo.
Like, I thought it was funny that I'm driving. I keep hearing it.
Yo,
It's not
son,
bad,
that
bro.
last album. I ain't gonna front.
Not that bad.
Like the second or third time I heard it, I was like, yo, this is
Yeah.
really not a bad,
not that bad,
body of
bro.
work.
Little Baby song is taking off on the charts right now.
I like Cardi's song.
The Migos joint with her is valid.
Yeah.
So
That's one of my
I like
favorite
the A
songs.
Boogie song with Diddy talking over
see,
the track.
so you really just gotta hear
Yo,
it.
you
over
gotta
and
hear it,
over, like,
bro. You gotta hear it.
They
son.
say you don't catch the vibe on the first time anyway, though. So you gotta. Keep
Yeah, yo,
I
son.
listened
You
to it
always,
like 2-3 times.
yo, bro. When you
Damn.
listen to an album, son, you gotta listen
yeah.
to it a couple
and
of
that's
times.
in its
Thousands
entirety.
Yeah, in entirety.
Not 2 songs shuffled.
Anytime somebody
Next-
As
the
soon
next-
as I hit, yo, boy, as soon as I hear something, I'm like, wrap it up.
Anytime
Well, let's
somebody
wrap it
tells
up
me,
then.
anytime somebody tells me that they listen to an album and they don't listen to it once and they don't like it, I automatically just cut it off.
You ain't
Yo.
giving it time to develop to your moods. and
Listen. We gonna wrap it up real quick. Come back to you with a quick commercial break. You know what I'm saying? We'll wrap it up then. Let's wrap it up then.
All right, we back. We're linked in Brooklyn. Guys, it's always a pleasure talking to you. All right, let me not lie about that. But anyway,
Wow.
guy.
Wow.
I was reading
You just
something
learned
about
something from me, nigga.
Jay Cutler and Kristen Cavallari, and I guess they're getting a divorce. It's reportedly that he wants half of her brand getting a divorce, and the reason why I wanted to talk about it is because, you know, we always hear about when a man and woman get divorced, the woman always wants half, or people feel like she deserves half, or this is and that. But this is like the completely opposite. The man, or it's hearsay that he might want half, but to find out that, you know, he's a former NFL player, I don't really know how to interpret that situation, because I feel like athletes should have some type of money saved up or whatever the situation is. But how do y'all view that as far as, you know, I guess it's a topic in general, like
You wanna go first?
he
I'll
want
go.
half.
I'll let you go, Rob.
All right. Well, me personally, you know what I'm saying? Coming
So
from
speak a little on Jay Cutler, like what,
Well, Jay
how
Cutler-
long he played.
Jay
or whatever,
Cutler
like.
been in the league for about like 10, maybe no longer than 12, maybe 15 years. I want to say around there. Nothing crazy. Didn't have like a super stellar career, you know what I'm saying? He's pretty solid. But he finished up with the Broncos, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't the best part in the ways. Like, it showed like he showed like his age, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was certain people age gracefully and certain people age, you know what I mean? And it comes to a short end. But
The
you know what I'm
aging
saying?
part is important by itself.
Facts.
If you're able to age in the league. Like,
You know what I mean? But that's the important thing.
Yeah.
If you're able to age in the league, you know what I'm saying?
Especially
Whether it be
NFL,
NBA, NFL, whatever the case may be, you got to be doing something right. You know what I'm saying? So again, like, it was nothing crazy, subpar, you know what I'm saying? But I'm actually not against this, because the last couple of divorce things that I've heard about, you know what I'm saying? The major one was Dr. Dre. I didn't agree with that.
I thought you were gonna say the Bill Clinton joint
million.
that we talked
That
about.
one too.
I mean, not Bill
That,
Clinton.
but they
Bill
not,
Gates,
they
Bill
not,
Gates.
they not, they not. I didn't hear nothing about nobody trying to take nothing. They splitting it like they amicable. They good. They still cool. You know what I'm saying? They raised their kids. They did each other justice. You know what I'm saying? Now they parting ways. That's cool. But Dr. Dre's, what's the name? Well, his ex-wife, bro, she wanted $2 million, boy. And that's like that reoccurs, no? You know what I'm saying? So
She wanted mad bread.
I mean,
it's like,
allegedly,
what are
Kyrie
we
baby mother wanted
doing?
some numbers too, though.
Huh?
I said allegedly,
Allegedly,
Kyrie
but still.
Kyrie baby mother wanted some numbers too, though.
Jeez.
So, you know what I mean? I think it just comes with it, and you just gotta prepare for how you're gonna handle it when it happens. But we're talking about a man allegedly wanting half of his
I'm all
wife
for
or
it.
ex-wife's
I'm all
brand.
for it.
Like,
Yeah, I think
her brand, she does so much. Like,
I think
No.
I think
You
if it's
wait,
the other
wait.
way around, bro, everybody would be, you know, she deserves half. She with the
she
situation.
deserves it.
Right, that's what I'm
Now-
saying.
Like,
but now
right.
we're talking about
Yo, bro,
hey,
they
Right, so I
said-
just if the situation is bad enough, and you know he's not the wrong person here, he deserves half. I don't
Bro.
get why he shouldn't get it.
Bro, they said that, right? Let's talk about the Dr. Dre. You know what I mean, it's old, but I bring that up to the point where, right, to Lance's point, where they said, "Oh, she deserves it, this and that." You could be somebody muse.
First of all,
look, wait. You could be somebody muse. Somebody's muse, that's not a contractual thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to sign a contract with your wife, but I'm just saying if you help me create some stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's cool, all that. I use the motivation. I got to provide for you at the time that I'm with you. So when I'm not with you, I don't have to provide for you. What are we talking about?
So let me break this down for you, actually, right? So now we let's actually talk about that. So we talking about Dr. Dre and his ex-wife, and we could compare it to a lot of other relationships. Because this is actually like a serious thing where I feel that, like, how do you like really judge the situation? Because let's just say I am whatever, big millionaire, like you don't have to lift a bed sheet. Like it's that real. Like money is not that's it. But because you wasn't able to live your life or do your career, do you, in a sense, for her situation, do you feel like she deserves $2 million? Because we're not even talking about kids wise. You know how people go hard just to being a baby mother. You know, I want this much for the kid. We ain't even talking about that. Let's just take that out of the proportion, the situation, whatever. Let's just say, because we didn't hear nothing about the kids, technically speaking. Not to say I don't know if that's his wife they have kids with, but that was never, the kids was, huh? You know,
he got kids with her.
It was never discussed in the thing, but just to say living expenses in a sense, and it's not just for the kids or whatever. Why do you feel like you deserve that much? And what I'm trying to bring up is that, do you feel like you should continue to live the same life you did?
That's what
when
I'm
you was
saying.
Together because you didn't do much for yourself while you was in that relationship.
Right.
And not to say you're wrong for it because it was taken care of. But now that that person is not there, do you technically feel entitled to still live that same type of life?
I think so, because when you break down
as a spouse,
something
don't say it from.
say it
from like you had to give up that bread. Like
yeah,
you feel like
that's what I'm saying. So I feel like you're only in that position because of who you were with. So now if you're that negligent or just literally so head over heels with the person you fell in love with, to where you don't want to go and get your own bag because you like, oh nah, it's right there. Why I gotta go? Nah, that's not the type of world we live in. Regardless of if you got it or not. If you got $1 million, you gotta find another way to make $1 million, because that $1 million is gonna go away. You know what I'm saying? It don't last. You don't get $1 million and be like, oh, I'm set for life. No, nobody has ever said that. You get what I'm saying? So
nah, she probably said that.
Yeah.
But you
Listen,
are right. But again,
I
it's
feel like it's no buts, bro.
Again,
it's
it's
no
like
buts. That's selfish, bro. That's selfish.
Because you don't know the situation as far
No,
as
no,
you
but
don't know
saying-
you don't know if he didn't tell her, like if he was like, baby, don't worry about it, I got
Listen,
you.
that's
So
cool.
if she had an idea
That's
and he
cool.
never let it rock, and she's like, all right, he gonna take care of it.
That's
Whose
cool.
fault is
If
that now?
If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You gotta take that on the chin. But you know what I'm saying?
Take it on the chin. How you giving up $2 million? What do you every month?
$2 million to Dr. Dre is nothing. It can't be that much.
But from us,
Every month, bro, that's a lot.
from us, we don't even use $2 million in a month. So what the hell is she using $2 million
Yo,
for?
bro, we could pull up numbers right now just off of generated revenue, and I guarantee you those numbers is way over 2 million funky ass dollars.
That's it.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, it's always funky
That's a
when it
lot
ain't
of
your
money,
money.
bro.
Exactly.
Don't act like that.
Exactly.
She don't. I'm just
It's
saying.
funky. It's
do
if
you
it's
feel?
funky to me? That shit is the stench off of that is probably like a dead carcass.
She don't even smell that. But-
No, I'm talking about Dr. Dre. It's probably a funky carcass, bro. Talking about funky. Oh my god.
I
$2
just
million?
I don't feel like you should be entitled to live the same lifestyle.
Nah, that's a fact.
And I do get it with the expenses as far as like houses and stuff like that.
You got to downgrade.
That's if
you're
he-
not
if
living
stuff
in the
splits,
palace,
but
so you got to downgrade.
I'm telling you,
it.
that has came up. If I don't have the exact story, but I heard that to the point like it bothered me
I'll buy
that.
you a condo. I'll buy you a condo. You can have a condo. You can't
I'm
live in
saying
no
to you,
crib.
like that's a fight in court. You ain't and you're offering something. how you don't know what her lawyer coming with? What
Nah,
they
of
talking
course, of
about?
course.
No, I've been
It's
this
always
way
that,
all my
always
life.
that.
This is and that.
That's
I'm just
not
like,
my fault.
I don't
You've
understand
been with me
the-
all your life.
I don't understand
When
the
you
entitlement,
part
like-
ways, you see, this is the breadwinner and this is you. You know what I'm saying? No shout to you. You a little bigger, but as soon as you part ways, that bread go away. No way. No way.
And then
You can't.
they bring
you
in
can't
then they bring
sustain
in the
same
argument
life.
like, oh, I could have done more with my life.
well, you should have.
That's your fault.
Right. I'm not in control. Now everybody out here getting
I'm just
R.
saying,
Kelly.
I don't know how
Come
the
on,
judge
son.
was reading
How
that,
many
and I
people-
find it crazy that you will present that argument in court
Bro, how
towards
many
that
people?
situation. Like,
No, and it's crazy because people really are gonna say that. So how many people is out here really taking control of their own lives, right? Whether if you're with a multimillionaire or not, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, even if that's the case, I don't know about you, but if I was with somebody that was famous and they all just multi-million dollars rich, I don't think like I can literally say I don't think that I would be in a situation where if we was to part ways, I'd be like, yo, listen, you gotta give me something. Like, you know what I'm saying? The only reason I say that is because, right, during our time, I'm gonna pick up some type of knowledge from you. You get what I'm saying? You gotta learn something in that span of time when you're with somebody. You get what I'm saying? You pick up some traits. You know what I'm saying? You get
But see,
something
my
to make
thing- my-
generate revenue.
My thing is, for certain people, if you have access to this type of money, right? As the significant other, I know you're receiving money. So why aren't you saving money as well
This is another valid point.
for a rainy day? Because you never know what's gonna happen. So
Again,
like,
bro, you can
if
knock
I'm placed in that
so
situation-
many holes in everything that is being said about the person that is supposedly in distraught about not having a relationship no more. Like, come on, son.
Yeah, if I'm placed,
No way.
if I'm placed in
No
that
way.
situation, I think I'm gonna try to save up as much as I can while
Bro,
I'm there, just
so
in
you-
case.
Just think about
so
it.
this
Just
is
think
the
about it.
advice you're giving to basically everybody in
Yo, yeah,
relationships. so.
save your money because you never know what's
Bro,
gonna happen.
think about
like
it.
That's
If
that. Yo, honestly, they say money is not everything.
Cause y'all
at
have
the
to.
end of-
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
But at the end of the day, money really does cover a lot of sins. Like you really could be happy with money.
Mm-hmm.
It makes everything much more easier. I don't care. Money makes everything easier to me, honestly. Like you may have people that you know that go crazy over money and shit like that, but
I agree, and then the only reason I disagree, but this is not to take away from it. The only reason I say I disagree is because people don't know how. A lot of people don't know how to handle money. So
I'm about to say,
let's-
what's the value of
about-
money?
No,
Like,
no, no.
money ain't
I'm saying
nothing
you do have
compared to
to.
what
You
the
do have to
value
handle
is.
responsibility. You can't live without money. It's it's real. But some people, like in a situation, let's just say you backed up in bills, $2,000-3,000 or whatever. But that's your monthly thing or whatever. Let's be real. Somebody is given $10,000 to help them get ahead or balance out their lifestyle. Majority of people are gonna accumulate more bills. They're not gonna actually handle what they should have handled. So that's the only
yeah.
reason why I say I disagree. But it's not to take away from that. But
That is
to
true.
go back to what you were saying was that as far as saving, I was like, just to hit on the topic of some females or some people that's very into their relationship, very heavily attached. They just sometimes look at it like this is never gonna end. It's not
yeah,
going
they're going to the
nowhere.
blind. It's blind.
So it's like
blind love.
Bro,
How do you,
stop
like-
saying that, bro.
that's real.
It always comes to an end. It don't matter what you do.
That's
Somebody
what-
got to
majority
go
of people-
first.
Yeah, but
somebody got to go
that's
first.
what I'm saying though. But
between
that's
me
not
and
that's
you,
not the same thing though.
That is the same
Not
thing.
always.
Because again,
ahead.
right? Let's say you have we got 2 kids together, right? Then we part ways. I already said pause, freak boy. So we part ways, right? I mean, no, we don't part ways. Let's say you pass away or I pass away, right? Now, if I'm the breadwinner and I put my kids on it, you now have to mooch off of my kids, or you have to speak to my kids to get the inheritance that I left them. Right now, if you're the breadwinner and let's say you die, what am I gonna do if I'm not doing anything productive with my time, with my money? with your money or
Well,
our money.
basically,
Well,
how to go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
let you
yeah,
go.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
go ahead.
Go ahead. Now, I think it would be a little messed up because why wouldn't you try to set your partner up for
That was
What you mean?
success?
That was what
Like,
we was
what
gonna
you-
get to.
hold
So the
on.
reason why I'm with him on that.
Yeah.
But to go back to what you were saying before we dive into that, because I feel like that's where you should really head at. What I was saying
I'm
is
just-
that what
I
I
was
was saying
just
is that
using it as an
everybody do die, and in situations like that, the person is just if the relationship was solid or even just the children's relationship was solid, if they was able to work it up, then you bring it together and that's it. Like once you bring it together, you'll be able to handle the situation. Whether you that parent or not, you inherit the bread, you have to take the responsibility on. That's just how that goes right there.
Yo, bro, you
So
do
if you-
realize who was it?
Because technically speaking,
So is-
Vanessa Kobe, right? He just passed. Vanessa took on, basically has to take on between her the accountant and the,
That's cool.
She has to take it on.
Now
So
look. Bill Gates, one of the wealthiest men on this planet, right? Say he was not leaving his estate or his money to his kids.
he said that.
Yes.
I didn't read it.
Where's it going?
What you mean where it's going? I forgot where it was going, but it was a minute ago. But that being said, he's not a good parent for that.
What are you saying?
I'm asking because you two
Did he leave them anything?
Wait, it don't matter.
He don't have to.
Bro,
You don't have to,
hold
but I'm
on,
just asking.
hold on. Does it matter?
Yo, as the richest man, one of the richest men,
It don't matter.
you're not gonna leave your family anything.
Well,
Your
You-
family
you-
is your
you-
kids.
You personally, you're not gonna leave your family nothing.
No, I'm gonna leave my family. I'm just saying, if I was in a situation where I just left my kids something instead of my wife or something like that, I'm getting judged.
You sure he said he ain't gonna
It's a
leave his
fact,
kids?
bro.
Now?
It's
So
a
he gave
fact.
his wife half his company.
I'll bring this up. I'll bring it back up.
We bring it back up next.
But
week.
I'm telling you.
But
it
he
was-
gave his wife half, but he not gonna leave his
No,
kids.
no, no.
anything?
I don't know if they gave. I don't know.
No, we discussed
who
that. They
gave
splitting
it.
down the company half, or the brand basically half and half. Bill Gates and so she's.
But it was something like that where it was the kids was like, all right, they're gonna get something, but it's not anything compared to what he's like worth or what it is. You get what I'm saying? Like so now at what
But you
point?
said is he a good parent?
Yeah, because you guys had your opinion when I said,
No,
what
we're-
if I leave my kids and not my wife?
No. We're talking about spousal. We're not even bringing a kid. That's a total different thing. We're not going on that. We was talking about just spouses in case.
No, I'm
somebody
saying
died.
that's what I brought up.
Okay,
I
so
brought up when
what-
I was like, if I had money, I would leave it to the kids instead of the missus.
Right.
I'm not saying I would have did that, but what if I would have did that, right, and then switch it?
I think the wife should still be left something, but this conversation can go on forever. So I think
This is true.
we should wrap it up and come back next week
Well, go ahead and wrap it up then.
and have a part 2 to this conversation.
We could definitely do that. You know what I'm
So
saying?
this is LinkedIn Brooklyn. Like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna end the show right here. I'm here with my brothers. You got Rob. You got
Rob,
you
aka
got
Tito,
E-Money.
aka Nifty, aka if you know,
Yeah,
you already
gotta
know
go.
because you know.
Here we go.
You know what I'm
Stay
saying?
tuned. Stay tuned. More coming.
Stay
More coming.
tuned. Come back. Like, comment, subscribe. If there's something in particular that you want us to speak about, put it in the comment section. Email us, DM, everything.
Let us know.
So, let us know, right? This has been a show, man.
Y'all niggas is tripping, bro.
You true.
Ready?
Yes.
Yo,
Louder.
Louder.
Yo, give it a little time too. You coming right in as soon as I hit the
Off the
sleep.
plate. Dish the slate. And there we go.
Yo, welcome. Your boy Rob, aka Nifty, aka Tito, aka if you know, you
I'm sorry, I
know,
wanna start
you
over.
already
I
know.
wanna
You
start over.
fucked up. You
I
paying
did.
through for
I
me.
did.
Come on, you know I did it. You know I did it. Come on,
But I want
son.
to keep you center. My bad.
Yeah.